Alright, I think we're live by now. Let's see.
Bring more.
We are live. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. I'm your host, Leticia Ofo. If you guys have not already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button and click the bell right next to it. That way you guys are notified every time I go live. What's up, everyone? How have you all been doing? I hope all is well. We've got all this energy pushing out all of these narratives. It's just crazy, the world that we live in today. It just amazes me every day. It's a new headline, a new everything, right? So we just have to breathe, because you also have your own personal life to deal with, right? So today I'm gonna get you guys prepped and ready. The moon is about to shift into Cancer, so of course I'm gonna tell you a little bit of the collective energy as far as that goes. But first, if you guys are wanting to gain some spiritual insight or guidance, you guys can always find me at vixenafterdark.com. And also, if you have any astrological questions as far as your natal chart corresponding to the astro events that are playing out, you guys can meet me at vixenafterdark.com. You guys know you can go there, or if you catch me live, you might get a little answer, you know, as far as what it's doing. Hey kids, what's up? You on time? Yes, honey. So with that being said, we are live right now. So after the live video, I'm gonna go ahead and I always do timestamps, so that way you guys can kind of like skip through or go back easily. So what we're going to be discussing today, we're going to be talking about moon in Cancer, you know, as far as like the positive and negative kind of collective energy that we all will be facing as far as like self, love and relationships, money and career. You guys know how I roll. And oh yeah, and pertaining it to as far as like, you know, put a 1 if you guys can still see me. Okay, and then I'll talk about some aspects, and then so we're gonna do some energy oracles after I do the collective spread. I'll also go ahead and do individual signs, that way you guys can get your own individual sign by using we're gonna call this the big 3 wheel now, because you can get sun, moon, rising, insight that way. You know, it all depends on how you want to do. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and dive in. Let's pull up the chats, right? So let's see, what do we have here? So right now the moon is 29 degrees in Gemini, and that's why I'm just gonna, I did a moon in Gemini video yesterday, of what you guys are gonna be facing. So I kind of wanted to do it different that time, to come in a little bit late, so that you can see what was playing out, and now you can kind of put a name to it of the things that you may have been facing, because the moon was in Gemini. So I did a little reversal, that way it can kind of test yo gangsta to see if you've been paying attention, and to see if you can, you know, read the energies on your own. So now the moon is literally about to move in there into Cancer, like probably in a few hours, depending on where you're at in the world. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have pulling up? I think that's the only thing that's going in Cancer. I'm not going to do any fixed stars. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of fixed stars that are in the sign of Cancer as well. I think Sirius is in Cancer, but I haven't pulled it up. So anyways, let's talk about it. So moon in Cancer, guys, as far as the collective energy, you know, this is the time as far as like emotional sensitivity, because Cancer is a water sign, right? Ooh, excuse me. This can really enhance our emotional sensitivity. A lot of people, you know, hopefully there's a little bit more empathy going on in the world during this time too. It's kind of like Cancer has this like nurturing side. So, you know, that could be playing out as far as within the collective. But I did want to kind of, in the mix of that, kind of like roll in, because the sun is also in Leo, which is a fire energy. So if you have this combination with Leo self-expression, and then you add the Cancer emotional depth, this all can really encourage us to really, as a collective, you know, to really openly express how we feel. Now, I know you guys have been seeing this play out. You can see how people feel about people, places, and things, hence why all these headlines are coming out. People can feel so deeply about a situation, or, and you know, whatever, however that's looking for you on social media. If you guys are scrollers, you can see all these events playing out, right? But on a personal scale, you can feel a little bit more connected to your feelings. You know, you can really use this energy to connect with your emotions during this time. And this can, I feel like this is what can lead to having those more so authentic and nurturing interactions with the people that you meet. You know, if you're just now meeting people for, you know, the first time, or, you know, you've known them for just a little bit, a couple months or a couple weeks, this is where the deep conversations can start being had. This is where you can kind of get to know the background of somebody, and, you know, where they're coming from as far as how they're moving at this day and age. So I like it. You can really build upon some meaningful connections with this energy when the sun is in Leo and the moon is in Cancer right now. So more nurturing and supportive connections can really flow through, especially if you're putting the energy in there as well. The reciprocity is going to be the name of the game here when you're combining this together. You know, utilize that Cancer energy to be a little bit more attentive to each other's needs during this time as much as you can, and really offer, you know, that emotional support, that emotional comfort that Cancer provides. Okay, so we can as a collective kind of tap into that. Now, on the creative standpoint of this, with that Leo energy, you know, this is where the passion can come through. If you guys are tapping into anything, or you're working on any projects, or you're getting into anything new, you can utilize this confident and creative energy combined, and then you can tap in with Cancer's intuition, and this can really inspire you to get things done, to follow through, to really channel your emotions and maybe put it into a piece of art. You know, whatever your artistic endeavors are, you can really just really tap in and stay focused on it and have it go somewhere for you. You know, whatever's whatever you're creating that's meaningful to you right now during this time. And also you can, you know, when something really gets birthed and you really go forward with it, it's having that emotional connection with something in whatever it is that you're doing. You know, it just makes you bring on that drive a little bit harder from Leo energy. So I feel like with the Leo courage, and then Cancer being more sensitive than the Leo sign, this can really encourage all of us to really open up, you know, share the things that you're vulnerable about. I know there's a couple YouTube channels that a couple people that I watch, and they're super vulnerable. And being vulnerable, you have to recognize that this day and age is going to be a superpower for most of us. Because it'll show that you're real, you're authentic, you're human, you're having these experiences, like, you know what I'm saying? You're not like this AI robot, you know what I'm saying? Like always doing the same thing over and over, because we go through things, right? So that could be somebody's superpower. So I encourage all of you to find a way to really open up if you can, and really share what those things are, because that's what can lead to deeper ships, you know what I mean? Whatever this is, a love relationship, a business partnership, a friendship, whatever ship you're sailing, or whatever connections that you're trying to have during this time. That way you guys can kind of find a bond, you know, you can have like a shared experience, and you can share the overstanding of a situation, and then that kind of like breaks down the walls a little bit, you know, like breaks down the ice, so that you can build the trust factor and go forward in life. What the hell is that flying in the sky? See, I'm always catching something. So this is where the loyalty and the dedication can come through with the moon and Cancer energy, because both Leo and Cancer are loyal signs, super loyal. And you also have to recognize Cancer rules, you know, house 4, which is about home and comfort and like nurturing, like what you got going on right now, the people that are in your quarter right now, you know what I'm saying? So having that strong dedication as far as, you know, whether these are loved ones, whether this is like a career or a cause that you're fighting for, or within your community, or a project that you're tapping into, you know, brewing this energy together, you can really bring in unity, and you can also bring in that commitment factor, you know, that way you won't have to be focusing on the BS that's in the world. You can have actually something to transmute your energy into, something that actually matters, right? And I say this because, you know, the downfall to this energy when the sun is in Leo, which is that fire, passion, front center stage, you think of all the other things, the drama, the attention seeking, because we do have you know, we do have the stellium playing out with the sun in Leo, Venus retrograding in Leo, and Lilith in Leo. And then here you go with moon in Cancer. Now's here where it can get very dramatic and very emotional very fast. You know, sensitivity like could be at you know, utmost high in a sense, but the emotional drama and the conflicts within connections, within relationships are really just right there. You know, it's like it's treading on ice right there, you know, like fighting fire with fire in a sense. You know what I mean? It's like something can just go left real quick, real fast if people don't know how to handle their own energy, right? So this may cause people to overreact. So, you know, this is happening, what are we, today's Friday, right? So this is the weekend energy. And, you know, a lot of people go out on the weekends, we gallivant, we go on adventures, you know, a lot of people are working the weekends, you know, so there's so many things that are going on. You might end up seeing this, or you might be the one to initiate all this, or you might overreact to something in a situation, and you might cause some unnecessary stress, or you may see this playing out. So just keep your wits about you, and that's why, you know, I like to prep you guys for what's to come. Just know moon in Cancer, sun in Leo, moon in Cancer, sun in Leo. Like, just sit there, just be like, because, you know, Cancer can be very quiet, and very focused in different ways, versus the Leo, they're just going to be all out there. They don't care. They're just going to say, they don't bite their tongue. But Cancer can kind of hold it back. But having this combo come together, you know, this is where the ego clashes may come in. This is that struggle between wanting attention, wanting to be emotionally supported, or wanting emotional security. So the insecurities may come out within you or anybody else around you. The neediness, the stage 5 clingy kind of a vibe. Because remember, Cancer always needs to feel comfortable. And when a Cancer, aka a crab, is not comfortable, they go back in their shell. And then here it goes later on, they'll come out. You know what I'm saying? So, very methodical kind of an energy. But with this Leo influence, this may trigger the need for validation. This may trigger the need to have that pick me energy, or I need attention, I want the mic on stage, what about me, you know what I'm saying? So you might get that, especially if you know, work at a facility, or you work with other people, or even if you own a business, you know, and you have employees and things of that nature, or even in family dynamics, even your neighborhood, even if, you know, it's the weekend, you might be going out to a, you know, a celebration, or you might see, you know, your auntie or your uncle, the ones getting wasted and drunk, you know, you might be going to, like, you know, what is it, fair, we're in the summertime, so it's like fairs are going out, like activities like that, so you might kind of see the little brawls and fights and things of that nature, so just kind of steer clear if you can. You know, just know that this is the energy that's playing out. So sometimes just let people shine. Just let them have their little 5 minutes of fame, or their little 2 seconds or whatever. Just be like, sun in Leo, moon in Cancer right now. I'm not even going to put anything into it. Because everyone could be walking around, or some people, I should say, could be walking around in fear of not being appreciated, not being heard, not being recognized or rewarded. This is where that thin line, where people may be looking. Okay, YouTube is on some funky stuff, but what I was saying was, it could be, you know, the energy of, I did this for you, why can't you do this for me, kind of a vibe. So we have to kind of be aware of that. If you do something, just do it out of love. Try not to expect anything back. Just do it because you want to do it. That way you won't have to have that in the back of your mind, because a lot of people can be very overbearing, you know, especially when you combine Cancer and Leo energy. This is like that protective energy as well. Cancer has the instinct to protect everything that they have right away, right then and there. Leo will just will just go and dominate and can be related to family or close friends. It's that energy of like, well, if you don't do this, if you know what I mean? Like, if you mess with somebody, like, you know, and they have your back, it's that, like, there's the loyalty that comes in, but then there's that, like, I'm protecting what I got and you ain't messing with it kind of a vibe, too. So, that can be out. On the same token of this, you know, we're all supposed to be operating in our North Node, trying to do new things. This is the time for you to shine. This is the time for you to be in a new version of being a new being right now. You should be, with all this retrograde season, it's testing you to see, have you changed or are you changing? Uh-oh. Okay, we're back. I don't know what's going on with the internet, guys. It's been a whole show. So we should all be growing, evolving, and changing during this time. So, kind of with that being said, there are a few aspects that are playing out. And so remember, Cancer can be a little bit resistant to all of this change that's playing, okay? While Leo wants to have stability, okay? Cancer, like I said, Cancer doesn't like to be uncomfortable, wants to find comfort within everything. So having this combination, it might be difficult for the collective to really adapt to new situations, and to really embrace any type of transformations. Let's just throw that all the way out the way, okay? So let's kind of go ahead and dive into these aspects, guys. I just want to talk about a few of them. So let's see. So we have okay, so we have the moon in Cancer, guys. It's trining, it'll be trining Saturn retrograde, okay? Saturn's in Pisces. So when the moon's kind of hanging out in Cancer and it's vibing along with Saturn retrograde in Pisces, you also have to remember trines are good. You know, this combo can be like mixing emotions in a sense. It's like having that old school wisdom wrapped up in like dreamy vibes in a sense. Okay, so I'll tell you the negative and positive of this. On the upside, you might be feeling like you have a strong connection with your roots, with your family. You know, that's the moon in Cancer energy. And then Saturn retrograding in Pisces brings that a little bit of a twist to that. It could bring some really deep, reflective, inner childhood healing, thoughts about your past. You know, this can also kind of help you as far as learning from your history. When and where or how to make wiser moves in the future. You know, it's like, you know, some certain things back in the day don't work now, right? So emotions might be a little bit more stable with this trine here, might be a little bit more grounded. People could be way more driven to work hard on their goals and have that sprinkle of creativity and intuitive magic that Pisces can really bring. Now, you also have to recognize, you know, you got to watch out on the flip side of this trine. You know, there's always polarity within everything, right? So, you know, the Cancer moon might make people a little bit moody. So, you know, and the retrograde in Saturn could bring up that old emotional baggage, right? From the past, causing, you know, that like causing it to be a little bit of a downer kind of a vibe. You know, people can get stuck in their feelings and kind of hesitant to step out of their comfort zone with all these new things playing out. So I would say with this, a solution would be, you know, while we're dealing with this trine that's playing out here, the key is to really finding balance, you know? Take a good look at any emotions that you're going through, whatever it is that you're feeling, and really dig deep in trying to see if anything is holding you back or not. And use that Saturn retrograde in Pisces energy to really learn from the past. That way you can be like, okay, we got a lid on that, now I'm moving forward. Because it's all about working on your goals while keeping your intuition and your creativity flowing during this time and tapping into the new journey, you know, while creating your footprints in the sand. So don't let those moody moments kind of get the best of you. Instead, I would say use them and understand yourself on a deeper level. That way you can grow, okay? You got to remember, this astrology is like a guide. It's not set in stone script, okay? It's all about how you handle, how you react, how you respond, how you make things work for you, just by staying real, staying aware, and just keep hustling towards your dreams, to be honest with you. We do also have another trine. So Chiron will be trining with the sun, okay? Chiron is also a fire energy. So Chiron is, I don't know what's going on with you two, but hopefully we're still here. So Chiron is another fire, it's in a fire sign within Aries, right? So now that you'll have Chiron trining with the sun, which is in Leo, okay? This mix is kind of like blending deep healing vibes with a lot of bold and fiery intention. So to really think about it, this could be like kind of like a band-aid in a sense, for any wounds that you may be carrying from Chiron. Remember, Chiron is that wounded healer energy, and then you have the Aries attached to that is very fearless. It's a go-getter kind of an attitude. Leo can have these warm, sunny vibes attached to it with a touch of confidence, but can also, they know how to express themselves. So together with this energy, it's kind of like a power duo. It's really pushing you to heal. Use it to push you to grow. That way you can get out of the funk or whatever it is that you're tapping into and really step into the new and show the world who you are today. Like, show this new version of you. On the downside to this, there's always like a flip side, right? So some people may take this as, even though it's a trine, Chiron, we're going to be healing our whole lives, okay? Chiron's healing journey, it might bring up that old stuff that you got to deal with, right? Because we're in retrograde season. And then that Aries energy is very impulsive in nature. So this can make you kind of rush into things without thinking them through, okay? So you can't let Leo, the pride of Leo, I should say, get too out of control. You got to remember, humility is going to be key, and also being vulnerable is going to be key as well, okay? As far as a solution for this, that way you're not teeter-tottering, I would say that use the Aries, use this Aries energy, because it's at 19 degrees. So use this Aries courage, the courage that Aries has, and then use Leo's confidence to face anything head on. Try not to run from yourself. When you feel like you're in a detriment, or you're triggered, or something hurts you, or you're sad, or you're mad, really trying to find a way to heal so that you can move on. Don't be afraid to show your true self. You have to shine in some form or fashion. Trust me, it's going to be all worth it. Like doing shadow work and working on yourself and mastering self. That's the thing people don't want to do. They don't want to look at the man in the mirror, and you don't want to see the ugly side of you, or the side that you're like, oh, that's me. Like, some people do not want to see the shadow. And you have to know it. You have to master it. You have to know what your shadow looks like when it's coming out. That way you can utilize it, in the need of when you need to help yourself, when you're facing a square or an opposition in life or a challenge. So when Chiron throws you, some old dirty laundry your way, you got to take a moment to really reflect. You have to take a moment to learn from it. You have to take a moment to just sit there, breathe in it, sit in the fire. Just try not to let it hold you back from going forward or to tap into this new version of you. We're all healing, we're all growing, we're all learning. So use this combo, to your benefit, I would say, okay? One more that I kind of want to talk about here. There's a little bit challenge. Chiron is having a quincy with Mars. We all know Mars is in Virgo, and it's at 20 degrees. Short little visit there, but we all know Mars is in Virgo right now, okay? Chiron's in Aries, remember. So Chiron is kind of giving Mars a little nod. It's kind of like when you blend this, it adds extra flair to the healing vibes, okay? So think of it like this. Think of Chiron as like this cosmic healer, right? But it's in the sign of Aries, which allows us to have that go-getter attitude and just take over and just do whatever it is that we got to do playing this game of life. Mars in Virgo wants to get things done. It's a plan of action, and with that Virgo energy, you know, paying attention to the details, you know, putting everything all together. It's kind of like this combo. You can really tackle your wounds head on. You can be very practical with it. You can do a step-by-step approach to it. You can take it minute by minute, day by day, whatever it is for you. You know, you got to remember every coin has two sides to it, right? So you already know what I'm going to say. Since we have to face old versions of ourselves in this retrograde season, and this is why I wanted to bring this up, you know, Aries can be, like I said, that Aries energy will make you kind of want to rush through the healing process. Like, okay, I did my shadow work today. Like, okay, I dealt with that next. Like, so with that Virgo tendency, you might overthink, overanalyze. It might kind of slow you down or make things a little bit more complicated, more than they even need to be, okay? So the way to deal with this energy, you just got to confront your fears, doubts, confront everything kind of head on with that Aries energy, and then with the Virgo energy being also very practical, making sure that you can accomplish whatever it is that you're trying to achieve out of whatever you're dealing with, and let that Virgo energy kind of guide you. Slow and steady wins the race. Virgo is earth energy, so take your time. Pay attention to the details. Don't be afraid to ask for help, to ask for support, to let it out in some form or fashion. Because we can't shy away from any old things that pop up. We have to confront them, we have to learn from it, and we just have to really keep moving forward, you guys. Remember, this astrology, you know, this is a tool. It's kind of like a GPS. It's not a set path, but it's like a GPS. That way we all know kind of how to navigate, you know, this energy. That way we can make it work for us, right? It's called alchemy. So stay focused, stay grounded, and really keep pushing through. I kind of want to let's pull out the energy now, you guys. Let's pull up a spread. So you guys make sure that you are thumbs upping the video. We're going to do a collective spread, you guys, okay? We're going to pull up some oracles. Okay, we're going to pull up some oracles, you guys, and see what do we have going on. All right, so let's get started. Oh. Hopefully you guys, I don't know how this video is going to come out because it's either YouTube or the internet. I'm not sure, but we'll see. We're just rolling with the punches, right? This is like live and direct. I'm going to maybe start doing some more recorded videos as well. Because, man, sometimes YouTube be messing up. Alright, so let's tap into the collective energy. It was skipping at first. Okay. I figured it was. Because my numbers went up, down, up, down. It was weird. And then I was like, my face was like frozen in a moment of time. But anyways, hopefully you guys got the message, or maybe if you rewatch it, or after it's live. Once it finishes the cycles to live first, then it'll maybe fix itself. It's good now? Okay, good. All right, guys, so collective, right on time. This is oracles where we incorporate some numerology as well. So what does the collective need to see? What do they need to hear? What do they need to do? Or we, you know. Let's see. I feel like there's more, but this is what it's giving. It's like tornado vibes, right? You guys can literally take things literal, but, you know, because this is a spiritual channel, but you can look at it in a deeper insight. Some people are going to say, oh yeah, you know, the weather has been kind of bad, but no, look at it from a spiritual standpoint. So whatever it is that you're taking action towards, we always have to know that, let's say you're going hard in the paint for your goals, your dreams, aspirations, like you're going hard on you. You're really trying to figure out who you are. You're trying to master a certain piece of you or whatever it is. And you know, there's always going to be a challenge. There's always going to be some type of hurdle. Hence why I kind of was, hopefully you guys heard me when I was talking about these aspects that are playing out. It's a lot of like the old versions of you trying to creep back in. So, you know, all of us are kind of being tested. So how are you going to face these challenges or hurdles head on? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to react and respond to them? Are you going to bring out the old version of you, or are you in this new version of you to where it's like, you want to get over that stuff. You don't want to be negative. You don't want to be drowning in sorrows and the woe is me. You want to be more solution based. You want to go forward. So it's like with this, you know, with the aspects that are playing out, it's kind of like, in your truth, or are you not? Pretty much, are you the same person from like a year ago? I hope you're not. Like, I hope you're growing, evolving, and changing, and you're actually fighting your battles head on, and you're not sweeping them under the rug. Okay, so there's that, right? We do also have here the temple path. Okay, so this is really bringing everything to the forefront, right? The number one here, you're taking action. This is divine masculine and divine feminine energy. So whatever it is that you have to literally deal with right now, you want to deal with it, okay? Temple to path is actually a meaning of a token, like it's outside. Like, so you're actually, you're putting whatever you feel internally, it's like it shows externally. So you want to make sure, have you done the shadow work? Have you truly healed? Have you really gotten over certain things? It'll allow you to see based off of what's playing out in the world, based off of somebody might say at work, or family members, or even when you're meeting new friends or creating new connections right now. You'll see, have you really healed, or are you bringing like some old baggage in? You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at it, if you have been doing the work, the number 12 equaling 3, then this is where you can celebrate, you can come together, you know, you can really tap into your creative juices, you don't have any blockages, you're going forward, you'll start to see things being handed to you, or things happening for you, not to you. So that'll kind of let you know with this energy that's playing out. If there's something that's at a halt, or you just feel like you're in a detriment or something, like I always say, the hardest things, you want to do those first. Like work on the hardest things, or do the hardest things, because those are the things that we shy away from. Those are the things that we say, oh, we'll do it tomorrow. Oh, wait till later. And then you might not have tomorrow. You might miss another opportunity, because if you would have did that one thing, here comes tomorrow, and you're like, oh, I'm so glad I did that, or else this wouldn't have happened and I would have been prepared and ready for this. You know what I'm saying? So if you like listen to your inner guidance system when it gives you that alert, like, hey, you need to do this or do that, I would say, like, if you can, get on it, because you never know, you could be setting yourself up for something grand, like an opportunity or something that's going to be just, it'll feel like it falls in your lap, right? That's that feeling. And then here's victory because of that. So when you learn to deal with things head on, sometimes we have to put ourselves in the fire. Sometimes we're going to cry, we're going to laugh. Sometimes we're going to be mad, upset, or frustrated. Sometimes, you know, we might have that hurdle, but no, it's a hurdle, meaning you can jump over it. You can find a solution and move forward, right? Just like, think of it like on the track field, you know, when they be running the hurdles, you know what I'm saying? There's always going to be something in your way. Whether you're it's like either or, whether you're doing bad or you're doing good, like something is going to be there. I always say, like, you know, a person could be so, you know, you could be so nice and so loving and, oh wait, are we stopped again? Uh-oh, hold on. Let me try something. Put a 1 if you guys can hear me, so I don't know what's going on. But here we are. So you could be so nice and so loving and still receive some challenges or hurdles within anything that you do, right? And vice versa. So I feel like here there's going to be lots of victory. There's something that you may be feeling. You have a feeling or something that you're tied to emotionally as far as this number 28 goes here. Okay, this could be conquering, feeling like you know yourself. Look at her, she's looking like, you know, the gold of it all. It's like a bell ringing. This is that divine feminine energy. This is like having the emotional intelligence, having emotional security right now. All of these things. This is what can bring you a new beginning. Like I said, remember, being vulnerable could be your superpower right now during this time. Okay, with this combo here that we have going on. So next we do also have here the door to personal happiness and healing. Okay, so with this, you can really take it as, you know, I love the number 3. So there's so many doors and windows, like I said, to healing right now. There's these trimes that are happening that I was just discussing. It's giving you that energy to go forward. Try not to go backwards. You know, sometimes you could be going through something and you're feeling this, right? You could be feeling so deep. Some people don't know that their vessel could be used, you know, by the enemy. You may not know this, and so here you act out, or here you're carrying out a different lane, and you may not know what you're being used for because you haven't walked through that door to help heal yourself. Okay, so this is going to be very important, you guys. If you want to build a solid foundation, if you want to have, you know, you want to feel secure, if you want to be confident, if you want to feel nurtured and loved, and you want to bring in that loyalty aspect, you got to remember that number 4, Cancer. That's a Cancer ruling kind of an energy right there. It's a masculine number, but think of your house number 4, right? While this moon is in Cancer right now. If you want to feel, you know, like everything's good on the home front, and home can even mean your chakras. If you want your chakras to be all in alignment and things of that nature, well, you know, it takes a little bit of healing, right? We have to make sure that we are healing. In the midst of that, this is also, oops. This is also the 4th chakra that we have here as well. Okay, so this is like your heart, making sure that you are doing these things. Some of you guys are, you know, some people are so shattered right now or so broken. You may have a black heart chakra or not, okay? You know, maybe something within your surroundings, as far as you could be so devoted to creating something. Hold on. You could be so devoted to creating something that you have going on. Hi! And you could feel so much passion for it. You know what I mean? I feel like with this 34 and 38, having that door to happiness and healing, this is what allows you to dish out unconditional love. And you won't think that, you know, anyone's out to get you, because you're so focused on whatever it is that you are creating, whatever it is that you are trying to build right now during this time. You won't even have time to pay attention to be thinking like that. You're just gonna be so busy and productive with what you got going on that, like, you won't notice all of that negative stuff, because while you've done the healing, you've created your own form of happiness, and you're doing everything out of love, and you're on a love frequency. You know, 38 equals the number of 11, which could be a definite master number as well. You know what I'm saying? So you continuing to take actions on the things that you love, or, you know, giving your grand support and a time and attention to the people that you love. Also getting to know new people, you know what I'm saying? And finding a balance within life. We can't always be sitting in the corner and hiding and isolating from the world, because then you're going to miss out on what, you know, this grand life or vision that you may have for yourself. You may be missing out, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to hide yourself, because we have to have experiences, hence why there could be some hurdles. You know, there could be a challenge, you know, but it's all about how you react and respond and how you get out of it. Are you going to be more solution based, or are you going to be the woe is me? It'll let you know if you've actually done the work on yourself. Are you really that wounded warrior, you know, that you say that you are? And remember, like I said, healing is a never-ending journey, but it depends on where you're at in that stage of healing. Like, you'll be able to see based off of what's playing out. So it's all about finding a nice balance here with the angel of balance, whatever it is that you're taking action on, whether it is building your foundation and bringing in stability and support for yourself, making sure that you're going forward with it. You know what I'm saying? And not only having the divine masculine, but having a balance with the divine feminine energy as well with that number 8. That way you can open the door for new opportunities, the abundant type of an energy, the transformation that you need to have, the transformation that you need to be and see with this new version of you. We can't be scared anymore. Like, look what's playing out in the world. Like, the fear and the doubt should be gone. Like, especially with these worldly global headlines that they've been putting in our faces from all aspects of life right now. You should have no doubt and no fear just to do what the hell you want to do. You should really be looking at life like, this is my movie. This is my video game. I am the main player. This is how I'm going to dress my avatar. This is how I'm going to be feeling. This is the type of music that I like. This is what I like to eat. This is what I like to do. This is where I'm going to put all my creative juices into. This is the skill sets that I bring. So I'm going to go forge forward with it. Like, all gas, no brakes. Period. You might add in a couple of co-stars with you. You know what I'm saying? You might even have a couple of kids. You might, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all up to you. Just go do it. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? It's really important that we know that. And I like that we have these cute little reminders to inform us of that, okay? So let's move forward, you guys. Let's see what else we have here. So we're gonna pull out the tarot astrology. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do the Lenormand. No, you know what? I'll save that for the wheel. Yeah, you know what? I'll do, yeah, so I'll bust out, let's add on top of that what we've just discovered. Okay, as our little reminders here, we're gonna pull out the Lenormand to go a little bit deeper, okay? Let's go a little bit deeper. See, look at that one. Numbers are going up and down again. Lord Jesus. I don't know, y'all. Maybe YouTube is doing some updating or something. Who knows? So what does the collective need to see at this time? What does the collective need to see at this time? Yeah, it came out twice. Look at that. So the temple path and the park, it's kind of like the same deal, okay? And look at these numbers, 12, 20 could be a thing. Like, you know, if you've seen a lot of 2s lately, you can even add it up. The change that's coming about. Have you seen yourself change and grow and evolve? Now it's like you're walking into this new version of you and you don't have directions, you don't have a map. You could have all these ideas, you could have created a strategy, you could have journaled or written out your goals and things that you want to achieve, whether these are business goals, personal goals, you know, whatever they look like for you. And now it's all about executing them. Now it's like, let me step outside of my comfort zone kind of a vibe to get these things done. I need to reset. This is the major reset, right? So hopefully you're walking towards that energy as well and you're tapping into it. Now with all this water that's playing out as well, okay, there's a lot of, you know, emotional energy that could be flooding. Like I said, we have the moon, moon and Cancer energy. I mean, your emotions might be it might be going there, okay? Hold on. So for the most part, we do also have as well, you could be receiving some type of message or letter. We do have the number 1, okay? Whatever it is that you're taking action on or taking, you know, it's like, let me see, let me show you. Number 9 here, and then you have 1. So with that, it's like you have to maybe tell someone something. You have to give them a message. This could be a text message, a phone call, an email. This could be like resigning. You know what? I don't want to work here anymore. I'm going to start my business. Or, you know what, friend? I have to set these boundaries with you. This is not what I want to do anymore. I want to move like this. This is what I'll be participating in. This is what I won't be participating in. So with that number 9 comes endings and beginnings, comes, you know, death and a rebirth energy. Okay, with that number 1, wherever you're taking action towards, or whatever it is that you're going upward and onward and you're doing, you know, you might have to deliver the message. You might have to set those healthy boundaries. You might have to remove yourself from people, places, and things, and you may have to inform them of your new moves. Okay. It is what it is. Sometimes on your journey up, you have to do that, right? So we do also have here, look at that, the innocence of this Cancer energy and the charm of Leo, right? Sun in Leo. Whatever it is that you are taking action towards, divine masculine and divine feminine energy here, okay? Whatever it is that you are going forward with, sometimes you have to use a little bit of that charm, okay? Use a little bit of empathy, use a little bit of love in whatever it is that you're tapping into. This is also feeling that comfort, feeling excited, you know, that number 10 here. It's like you're closing out old cycles, old patterns, beliefs, you know, morals, values, behaviors. Something is being closed out for you, or it's ended now. Okay, so now it's like you're walking, it's kind of like a baby having fresh eyes. This is a puppy right here. So it's like, you know, it's the sweet, innocent, I don't know what to do or where to go, but I like it here. This is a new version of me. This is where we're going. This is what we're doing. So it can feel kind of nostalgic, and it also can feel, you know, it's like, okay, that's that sun. You know, puppies are, oh, they're so sweet and cute. They don't know what they're doing. But then you kind of get into everything because this is a new version of you. You know, you don't know how to act when you're dealing with new situations, new people, new situations, and things of that nature. So it's like you don't know how to move sometimes. You don't know what to do. And, you know, hence why this is why learning from your past mistakes, or learning your history, or where you've been already, the memories is what's going to help you forward. It's kind of like your seasoning in your cabinet, you know, and how you season your chicken now, you know. It's kind of like you can utilize those things. That's part of your toolbox, you know. It's part of what you came here with. Whatever's in your backpack, you're taking on these new experiences that you could be going through. Okay. So moving on, we do also have here the ring. So some of you guys could definitely be committing yourself. Okay, you're emotionally committing yourself. This is having the emotional intelligence. Look at these emotional numbers here, 25, or divine feminine energy. You could be committing yourself to a new beginning. Like I said, we're all starting a new journey, a new version. We could all be doing certain things right now during this time, especially like, you know, this is a new job, a new career, this is a new relationship, a new connection, moving, you know, maybe you've never traveled before, like hopped in a car and just drove city to city. Maybe you're doing that. It's all these new things that you could be trying. And so you're committing to that. And you guys can also say maybe there is a ring, somebody trying to put a ring on it. I don't know, you tell me, but you know, I feel like here it's like just new beginnings. New beginnings are the name of the game. Okay, committing yourself, making sure you are staying committed, you're dedicated, you're going forward. Consistency will be key, especially if you are building something from the ground up, or you're trying to build a legacy, or you're trying to, you know, maybe even find the love of your life. You know, whatever you're trying to build or whatever you're going towards or committing yourself, always commit yourself to you and your healing journey as well, and mastering your energy and whatever it is, whatever that looks like for you. And then everything will come towards you, right? Now it's like you ripping off all of these masks, okay? You have the sun, you have the moon here, seeing the light and the dark and duality of every situation. You can see beyond, you can see through. Some of you guys may have some spiritual gifts coming about, okay? It's like now you know that taking care of self is going to be way more necessary so that you can move forward, okay? Your spirit controls the mind controls the body. So if you ain't got all this together, you're just going to be in disarray. And if you do have it together, you start to see beyond the veil. You see through beyond the curtain. You see behind the scenes, right? So this should give you more seasoning in your cabinet to put on your chicken so that you can go forward, whether this is building your foundation, whether this is trying to create a family of your own, or, you know, like I said, going towards building a legacy, nurturing your loved ones, supporting the ones that are there that are around you and things of that nature, because you have that number 4 there, okay? Making sure you are comfortable, in the aspect of like you have a space to be vulnerable and you feel loved and nurtured and all the things, but still operating. That's why you need that space, because when you're operating in these new cases and new places and new faces, it can be very unfamiliar, right? You could be like this puppy here that's like, oh, I'm just gonna get into anything because I don't know what to do, but yet you do. You have your backpack, you have your, you have your toolbox of experiences that you went through. If you went through your inner childhood healing, if you've healed through these things, you can take them as, okay, boom, these are the lessons that I learned from X, Y, and Z. All right, figure that out. Now I can move forward into these new spaces and new places and tap into these new opportunities that I have going on for myself, and not be afraid and not have fear and not have to wear a mask, okay? Not have to fake the funk or put a facade on, or and be comfortable in your own skin. Who cares about what Tom, Dick, and Harry thinks, right? Go forward. Move on. Okay, so now let's go ahead and we're going to do individual signs, but this time we're going to do, I want to do the tarot astrology for the individual signs so that you guys can get a little bit more out of it. Okay, so we're going to bust out the wheel. So if you guys are new, what I do is I do the wheel all the way from Aries to Pisces, you guys. Once we do all the way from Aries to Pisces, you can do it as your sun, moon, or rising, okay? That way you guys can get a full message. All right. Whoa. My foot kicked the thing. My bad, y'all. Okay, so let's do Aries, sun, moon, or rising. What's the message for Aries, sun, moon, rising? What time is it? Aries, sun, moon, rising. Aries, sun, moon, rising. Aries, sun, moon, rising. All right, Aries. Ooh, look at that. 9, 9 in the page. Water and fire. Okay, Aries. So a lot of 9 energy. Could be a life path 9. Let me move this out the way. Okay, so we do have here 9 of Wands. Okay, 9 of Wands energy is like, this is Sag energy, so more fire energy that you're utilizing here. You're taking action towards your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, and you know when it feels like it's almost like you could be at this top part, you know, and you feel like you want to give up. This is saying don't give up. You're literally right at the finish line, or you're on the brink of something. It's like right now, whatever it is that you're taking action on, or whatever it is that you're going towards, you're creating some type of freedom, not only for yourself, but maybe even for your peers, that people that are around you. Like you may be changing the world. You have no idea. That's that Sag energy. It's like a freeing energy. You could be freeing people's minds. You could be freeing by things that you say, or whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, whether this is like some type of business venture that you're tapping into right now. Maybe this is your business, or maybe whatever it is that you're doing in life. Whatever it is you're taking action on, whether this is like career or dealing just with family, friends. It's like you could be per se, you know, waking people up or something like that, you know. But I feel like here the Nine of Wands energy, it's whatever it is that you're tapping into. This is where it feels like this is a good fight, because it's like you're like, damn, you could give up because of everything that you see right now that's going on, which is at number 9. It's like you see the transformation, you see the death and the rebirth of everything. It's like you see it all right now, because you could either stop right now and be like, oh, screw this, like I can't win no matter what, but I've made it, I've done the X, Y, and Z, I feel good, like what else is there to do, kind of an energy, and stop. Or you can take it to the 10 notch, okay, with this Nine of Wands energy, and get through the finish line. Because when you get through that finish line, that's that breakthrough energy that you may have, okay, that you could be like thinking that it wasn't going to be there, and then boom, something happens. You could change the world, you can change the community, you can change your kids' minds, your mind. It's like you could really, something colossal is literally on the way, as long as you keep with that free thinking, free spirit that you have, and keep going forward. That's like, don't give up, because there's something deeper. 9 of Chalices also came out too. There's a deeper meaning to life that you see, you notice it, you know it, you see all of it, you feel it, you see it. It's like you really can't stop. Okay, and think of Pisces moon energy, how a Pisces moon reacts and responds. It's like, you know, Pisces are very intuitive, they're psychic, they're spiritual. It's like you have all of that. It's like having the best of both worlds, or being in between worlds. You see all of these things. So it's very important for you to just forge forward, okay? It's almost like, it's like I said, you know, when you're at the finish line of something and you feel like, okay, you could either be like, I've done it. A 9 of Chalices is like having that wish come true, like, or wish being granted, or something that you've been fighting blood, sweat, and tears for. You never thought it'd see the light of day, but you, like I said, you could be embarking on a breakthrough, a major shift, a major change. Not only will it help you, you could probably be helping other people as well, depending on what it is that you're tapping into right now. 9 of Chalices, okay? Whether this is like spiritually speaking, internally, externally, in the physical world, you know what I'm saying? So we do have a page here, though. We got to bring up the page. Pages, they're like in and outs, right? But it also could be this could be a huge message for you, Aries, okay? This could be a very huge message for you. This is fire energy. This is what it's saying, is stay in your element, okay? Stay in that element where you have passion. Whatever it is that you're going towards, continue to forge forward and take action, okay? It's like, Aries, stay in that emperor energy, bring on those leadership qualities. You know, sometimes you may have to like act first and think later, and just keep doing, okay? Remember I was stating earlier, we do have Chiron that's in Aries right now. The North Node is in Aries right now, so paving the way. Like I said, you can either be paving your own new way, creating your footprints in the sand, whether it's helping yourself, but I feel like this is more on a collective. It could be helping others, because you're on the way to closing out old cycles, okay? This could be a life-changing thing. You could change a lot of lives. And I feel like that's what the page is. Normally when a page comes in, it's something that's temporary, or something that's just like, So if you feel that feeling like you want to give up, and you have that page that comes in, kind of low-key, like it could be a distraction, or it could be like something that makes you feel puzzled or challenged, like it's real quick. It's like a quick little message. Use your discernment. It's all about how you react and respond to it and what's to come. And then it can just disseminate. It can just go away. You know what I'm saying? It's like all on your way there, you know, with that 9 of Wands energy, it's like you got to put out some fires. So it's pretty much, there could be this fire that you have to put out. Don't give up. Just put the fire out and keep going. Period. Use the water. Sometimes fire needs a little bit of water. You know, maybe need a little butter the biscuit a little bit. Maybe need to be like, you know, let me have a little empathy. Hold on, let me see. Some person they just need a little bit of healing. I'll let it go. You know what I mean? It's something simple like that. You need to use that water with that fire, Aries, okay? Just sometimes, not everything needs a reaction. Not everybody needs, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be destructive to get your way. You might just have to like just swim on out like a Pisces. Just let it go. That way you can continue to move forward. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Taurus, sun, moon, rising. Taurus, sun, moon, rising. Yeah, we'll do at least 3. That way we can get like a story. Taurus, sun, moon, rising. Well, I only wanted to do 2 for you, Taurus. Taurus, you got your card. But you're in reverse here. You have the Hierophant. It's actually, both of them actually came out sideways, to be honest with you. And you have 2 of Swords. Taurus, I feel like you're walking towards being more in your energy. Let's look it up. We do have some major planets that are in your sign right now, okay? We do have Uranus, which is in Taurus. That's the unpredictable kind of an energy that's playing out. We had a Taurus stellium that was playing out for so long as well. We also have Jupiter in Taurus, which expands a lot, okay? So with that being said, it's like, hopefully you are being the change. You are being the example. You know what I'm saying? Not only just for yourself and, you know, maybe you have family and things of that nature, but you could pretty much maybe make a difference with this energy that's playing out. I remember when there were 6 planets in Taurus at one point. I hope you didn't miss the mark on utilizing that energy. You have some decisions that you need to make. Okay, let's not be a Libra and be indecisive here. I feel like you could be teeter-totter some idea or something that's in your mind right now. So it's really telling you, really think about this. And this is Venus energy. Libra is ruled by Venus. So this could be going towards making a decision about your love matters, your relationship matters, your career, your finances. What do you value right now, okay? It could be something in that form you really have to choose. You're going to go left or you're going to go right, what you're going to do, but you got to make a decision, okay? Because or else you're just going to be a sitting duck and then you're going to miss the mark and then you're going to be playing catch up. So you have to make a sound, solid decision based off of some changes that have occurred recently, okay? Really think about it, okay? Because it can really change your life for the better. And with the cards going sideways like that, with this retrograde energy, you could be going backwards in certain situations right now. You don't want to do that. It's like you feel like you're going forward, but yet you may, this looks like a person, like you may be relapsing in some aspect of your life. Like it's like, yeah, you've got new things that are popping up, but it's like, okay, you're being tested in the same token of that. You're going to relapse and go back to that person, or you're going to relapse and go back to drugs and alcohol. You're going to, you know what I'm saying? You can relapse in any form or fashion. Relapse to overindulging or overworking out and saying screw everybody, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, some aspect of your life you could be going back to. In turn, with all these new things coming about, you got to make the decision. Do you know this was good for you or not? You know what I'm saying? That way you can continue to still have that going good for you. Or else it'll show you. You'll start to have challenges, opposition, squares. If you're missing the mark on something. Okay? Gemini, sun, moon, rising. Gemini, sun, moon, rising. Ooh, we got a 3. All right, Gemini. So, So, Gemini. So you have 3 of chalices here. Okay, so you could be conjuring up something for yourself. 3 of chalices is celebrating life, coming together with maybe like-minded people, creating some form of emotional security, or creating something here with this, you know, moon is in Cancer, so some healing vibes, or this is a desire for you with this Pluto energy. This is the major shift that you may need in your life right now. You need to be around or amongst people that are into the same things as you, or that are conjuring up and doing the same things as you. That way you can celebrate life and create this chemistry and this magi. Or right now you could be doing this right now. Okay, this is what you could be nurturing and paying attention to. You could be like really focused on your You know, this is like maybe you with kids, or maybe you with coworkers, or you building with your business partners, or you and a loved one. It's like you guys are really working together, or it's telling you to really create that magic and nurture that. That way you can celebrate life. And build the stability that you're looking for, which is King of Pentacles. And you can be stable within anything. This is being stable in your mind, body, and soul, or literally stable, like as far as stability and bringing home the bacon, as far as your career, finances. You know, King of Pentacles energy, they're very nurturing. They're very solid, very confident type of an energy. Okay, you could have this, right? Just like that Aries Emperor kind of a vibe. But you pull in that Taurus energy from the King of Pentacles, which is being solid with, you know, whatever material possessions that you have right now. It's like you have everything together. This could be what you're working towards, or you're working on right now, or you have this right now and you're just trying to make sure it stays like that, depending on where you're at in your life. Now, this may be a conflict in your mind as well, because you do have the Five of Swords in reverse. This is something maybe you could be thinking about. For example, if you're just, all these are thoughts because you're Gemini, so we have to say these things. This is an Aquarian energy. It's like you want to change, you want this radical change at that, because this is Uranus and Aquarius energy, okay? You may need to utilize the Aquarian energy, or maybe an Aquarius energy. It's somewhere in your chart. It's like it's creating this conflict in your mind. So whatever it is that you're tapping into in your mind, or your thoughts, this could be hindering your foundation. It could be making it rocky or unstable, or this could be causing you to not want to commingle and get to know anybody and create chemistry, okay? You can read this however you like, but you have to be careful with being too stuck in your mind, creating circumstances, or creating your own, making up stories with endings. You know, this can really remove these things. So you're treading on thin ice here if you are a person that's doing that. Hopefully you have this already, and it's like you have unbreakable bonds with friends or family and things of that nature that no one can, you know, mess with. And hopefully you have a stable home. It's comfortable for you. You know, you can take care of you, your family, and X, Y, and Z, whoever comes into the picture. That's King of Pentacles energy. So if you, that matches and you have all of that, then it's like, okay, get out of your head and just go forward. You know what I'm saying? Try not to be fighting in your mind. You can be very inquisitive, Gemini, so you have to be careful with the things that you're saying to yourself, the things that you're conjuring up and what you're thinking. You gotta be careful with that, because Uranus is unexpected things can just boop, just slide right on in there, okay? Take it easy. Take it easy, especially when it comes to money and career, and then the people that you're dealing with in your circle. So it's telling you to look in your circle, close quarters. Who do you talk to every single day, or who you hang out with every single day? Maybe they can help you build the stability that you're looking for, okay? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you just need that. These could be desires in your mind. These are two desires that you want. It's like having a soul tribe or a soul group, and also having the stability in your life to where you're not putting your blood, sweat, and tears into working for the man, and you could work for yourself or something like that, and really be secure in your finances, okay? But you got to get out of your mind, okay? Only you can stop you, okay? You are your own competition. Nobody else. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. What does Cancer have? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. What does Cancer need to see? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. We're pulling them out. We're just saying them in order too, guys. So, okay, you have all uprights. Okay, so Cancer. Cancer's laser focused. What you focusing on? Or it's telling you to stay focused. This is Saturn energy. Cancer, you could be focused on a lot of details too. You also have the Sun here as well. We're going to say it all together too. And you have Four of Swords. right off bat, whatever it is that you're focusing on, whatever it is that you're dealing with, this can make you feel good, warm and fuzzy. It can make you feel excited. It's like inner child healing. It's like this is helping you get through whatever it is that you're getting through so that you can go towards your next chapters. But in the midst of that, it's like you're utilizing a lot of energy as far as exerting, as far as speaking, talking. And so this may cause you to retreat, you need rest. A lot. You may need to be in solitude. You may need to remove people, places, and things in order to keep this cycle going. I feel like here, Cancer, you are focused on the pentacle. You're focused on the bag, on the coin, but it's telling you to utilize that Virgo energy, making sure if you are signing any contracts, this could be even soul contracts. This could be, looking at the magnifying glass, this could be soul contracts. This could be, you know what I'm saying, or even physical. Okay, if you are signing any new contracts, new deals, look at the fine print. I'm saying it again. Because you have to utilize that Saturn energy. If you want to gain a new lifestyle, if you want to do certain things, you have to stay disciplined. And what does that look like for you? That looks like for you just making sure you're healing yourself, making sure you're taking rest and you're rejuvenating with that Four of Swords energy. Okay? It's like cue jazz music. It came back on again. So, I would say for you with that 9, you know, being in that 9 energy of 9 of Pentacles, really think about that. It's like you're literally about to embark, probably where it's like, if you were ever like in lack, you're not going to be in lack anymore. But you have to stay laser focused. You have to be hyper focused. If there's something that you want to achieve and you want to accomplish, make sure you focus it, because this is what makes you happy. This is what makes you feel good. Whatever it is that you're working on, when you're so into it, keep doing it. Because that's going to end that cycle of being BROKE or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll just get a flood. It'll be a consistent flow of income, a new cycle. You'll be able to be, you know, have a solid foundation. This looks like having a new home, a car, you know, all the material possessions that you're looking for as far as the pentacle energy, the earthly energy. But also bringing in the stability, bringing home the bacon, and being secure within yourself. This is where the warm and fuzzy energy can come through with that sun energy. But we do also have Sun in Leo right now. So it's telling you, utilize the leadership qualities of Leo, and also bring in that Saturn energy, paying attention to the details with the Virgo energy moving forward. Okay, it's good to have fun and be excited and warm and fuzzy, but you have to have the balance with that too. Okay, making sure you have the balance. If you are continuing to build something here, you may have to utilize Libra energy, or you could be working with Libra with this, or you could be, it's like someone that could be like a thing for you as far as Libra energy. Like I said, you may need to utilize more air energy, that Libra energy, or you may need to, it's like they could be helping you or assisting you in some form or fashion. Or you may need to be, it's like speaking with them too. This is Mercury energy, okay? In the midst of you finding this balance between living the life, having front center stage, because the sun rules Leo, and you have the sun card here, whatever it is that you're working on is gonna give you the mic and the stage and the lights, right? Since you have that, you have to know when to rest, rejuvenate, recalibrate, and all of these things, which is Four Sword energy. Readjust more so often than ever. You may have to do this through conversations. You might have to have a conversation with someone, or a few people, saying, hey, I'm busy, I'm focused on doing whatever it is I need to do so I can build stability in my life for once and for all, and have a breakthrough, or whatever your goals are, whatever your dreams, goals, aspirations are, whatever your craft is, whatever you're working towards, so that I can, you know, I can come around full circle. But you have to speak this out. You have to utilize that Mercury energy. You have to tell this to somebody. You have to announce this, or say it to your goddamn self. Like making sure you stay on task by telling yourself these things, okay? Yeah, because rest is going to be the name of the game, okay? So conserving your time, your energy, space, money, whatever it is going to be key for you. So some people might have to miss you a little bit. You might have to pull back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? In order to achieve the things that you want to achieve. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. The Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. All upright. Look at that. So that Cancer and Leo energy is kind of, like I said, it's Sun in Leo, Moon in Cancer. It just totally makes sense of why almost the same thing can come out here. Sun in Leo. Leo, it's been your season. You've been operating in your own energy. You have the Sun, 4 of Swords, and you have 9 of Swords that came out. And y'all see me shuffle. I can't make this up. Sun in Leo, Moon in Cancer, right? It matches what's playing out, the energy that's playing out right now. You could be, you're operating in your own energy. You know, also too, you have Venus energy here too as well, Gemini. So you may have to, you probably have ended some connections, or you may have to end a few connections in life, okay? There's some things that you could be tapping into with that 9 of Swords energy. You may feel like you don't have an exit or no strategy, but there is one. You just got to remove the blindfold and get out of this, you know, one track way of doing something, and you'll start to see all of the possibilities and all of the solutions that are actually there. You have a way to get out of stuff. You just have to utilize the Gemini energy. It's really telling you use a little bit of air. Use a little bit of air in what you got going on. You got Gemini and Libra here. Okay? You may have to sit back in solitude in order to see these things, because you know Leo, y'all just be like, go, 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 forward, forward. Y'all probably got like 3 jobs or a job in multiple businesses, multiple streams of income. You're probably taking care of Tom, Dick, and Harry at the same time while starting new adventures. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a lot of energy of going forward, right? But in the midst of that, you may need rest. You may need to recoup. You may need to pay attention to your dreams. There could be messages in there as well. It's like you're not, there's something that's not, you got to ease your mind in some form or fashion. With this Venus energy here, it may have something to do with your relationships as well. Because you have Venus, Libra, and Mercury. You may have to, it's like if you speak to people or you talk to people a lot all the time, like if you're out there like helping somebody or in some form or fashion, whatever conversations that you could be having as you're meeting new connections and dealing with current ones that you already have right now, you might have to think about who are you talking to, what you talking about. Are we gossiping? That's a lot of air energy. Is there superficial gossip, catty? You don't need none of that. Because you have that 9 of Swords Gemini energy, which can cause you in turn, hopefully you're not having any nightmares, but I feel like someone could be ciphering your energy when you're doing that. Like harvesting a little bit of your energy in some connection. So you might have to let some people go. Possibly. You might have to, or just, you know, take a rest or a break, or slowly kind of just tap in and love some people from a distance and be like, I gotta focus. Like I got things I want to achieve, especially if you're out there trying to do something and make a name for yourself. You may have to just kind of like slow it down a little bit. Not saying like cut anybody off. Shit, you might want to cut people off. That's up to you. But at least ease back a little bit. Somebody's like in your ear just sucking, like, I don't know. Hopefully you're not the one doing that. I would just say as far as like, the conversations that you're having, are they meaningful conversations? The people that you are conversing with, you may not feel like there's a way out of something, but there is a way. It just could be whoever's in your ear or whatever you're speaking. Are you like, who are you talking to? You might need a new crowd or a new circle of people if you're trying to go places. It's kind of like that energy of like, okay, well, if you hang around 6 broke people from the hood, you're going to be the 7th broke person, because the conversation hits different. There's a lot of fear mongering. A lot of people don't really want to go nowhere. They're comfortable. Versus like hanging out 7 millionaires, you're going to figure out how to do stocks and bonds. And you know, the conversation is a little bit different. And you might end up being in that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's kind of giving. Making sure you're right around the right people around this time. And since Cancer and Leo they're next to each other, and we have sun in Cancer, sun in Leo and the moon in Cancer right now, you may have to use a little bit of empathy, use that Cancer energy. All right, next, we're doing Virgo, sun, moon, rising. Virgo, sun, moon, rising. Virgo, sun, moon, rising. Virgo, sun. There we go. Virgo. Woo. You got 10 of Swords, a lot of sword energy, King of Swords, and 8 of Swords. You are out for a battle. Who are we battling, Virgo? What's going on? What are you battling right now? Who are you battling? What are you battling? Something is just finito. It's done. You feel backstabbed, betrayed, like something happened to you where you were in a detriment and you're finally maybe laying it to rest. You're ending it. 10 of Sword energy. Okay? It's probably something that could have happened that was unexpected and out of the blue, or you kind of like probably knew this was going to come, but you just didn't know. Finally, you were able to maybe have the courage to actually have it set in stone, to make it happen. You know, because that 10 is like ending something. You're going on to a new beginning. You could have had a conversation with somebody as well, too. We do also have King of Swords. You probably had to be very black and white about this, okay? King of Sword energy is someone that's like, they're not going to sugarcoat anything. It's very black and white how they feel, and they don't care if they're unique, different, whatever. How they say it is how they say it, and that it is what it is, okay? It's my way or the highway kind of an energy. But King of Sword energy can also be very grounded. This looks like having the poker face, can come across as very calm, but if you say the wrong thing, whoosh, here comes the sword, right? So making sure that, you know, I feel like you're out of your emotions. You could be emotionally drained, like you're not even worried about feeling anything right now. Something that you went through, it just drained your heart as far as the emotional factor here. You could be so focused on other things, because maybe you couldn't see. Maybe there's something that you couldn't see. So be aware that you're also not getting rocked to sleep as far as the 8 of Sword energy. You could be having conversations with people, talking to people. Somebody could be in your ear. You could be in someone else's ear. You know, whoever you're commingling with, whatever other energies that are out there, make sure they're not manipulating you. Make sure that, you know, it is that you're talking to people of substance and depth, and not, you know, that Mercury and Gemini energy. Even though, remember, when a sign would be at home, it's still like, you know what, I'll do the dishes later kind of an energy, remember? So it's like you could be facing with that. Don't lose sight of there could be another person for you to love, or there could be another job opportunity, or there could be, you know, whatever it is that you're battling right now, where you have all your swords out. You're just like, you're in like go mode. Like, I don't think nobody kind of wants to mess with you. And it's not a bad thing. This could be you so focused and just walking in gratitude for everything that you have that you just want to keep going and you don't want it to stop. You know what I'm saying? Just depend. It's different for everybody here. But Virgo, make sure that, you know, right around the corner, someone could be, there's that manipulative, like, pimp named slick back kind of an energy where someone can just talk you, you know, out of whatever, and you could be like blind to that. So don't be the King of Swords, okay? Or this could be you as well. You could be the person that has the gift of gab as far as 8 of Swords energy. It's giving like the blind leading the blind in a sense, not giving anybody solutions or a way out. You may not want people to know your next moves and what you got going on. So you might be telling fables, stories, lies, or putting on a facade. based off of what was done to you. Ten of Swords. That's deep. That is deep. We're moving on. Libra. Let's do Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Libra, Sun, Moon. There it goes. That came out real fast. All right, Libra, we're going in order. Libra, you just went in and out. In and out. Utilizing that sneaky Scorpio energy, huh? With the Knight. You know, a Knight's be in and out. You're Knight of Wands. You take action and you're in and out. You're like seeing what you need to see and then you pop right out. You're seeing where you need to go and then you pop right out. Because you want to be free. You want to feel, you know, like you are. Like you could, yeah, this like looks like you coming into the room, you know, very charming, you know, talking to people, you know, warming up the room, warming up the space. It's like, okay, you go in, you get what you need, and then you out. Next. Like, you're like this in and out. And that's why you also have the Air of Swords, the Ace of Swords energy here. This is what allows you to maybe have a breakthrough, okay? You are in your element. You are being you, literally. The in and out energy. It's giving all man for himself. So whatever it is that you're tapping into right now, Libra, either you're appearing this way or you know that you're doing this. To have the major, to have the major breakthroughs that you want to have in your life right now, you know that you need to be in and out. Air and fire. Real quick, real fast. This is whether it's getting to know people, whether this is closing out deals, whether this is making fast moves to build a business or career, or make a name for yourself. These could be connections that you could be meeting in and out, in and out. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is you do also have the Three of Wands in reverse, okay? It's giving, you know that you maybe not see like these people that are coming in and out of your life, or, you know, the people that you're meeting, or whatever it is that you're tapping into right now, you probably don't see it in your long vision. It's like you're stuck in just the now and the present, which could be a good thing. But also it's like, you got to really think. Who are the people that helped you and built you to get you to where you're at? Who are the people that are sitting in the bus with you? And I feel like with this right here, it's really giving so like flighty energy. Like, yeah, you can have a major breakthrough, you get lots of money and feel really good about yourself and do and fly and travel and do whatever you want. However, along the way, there's something, people, places, and things that are not a part of your vision, and you know this. I just hope you're not hurting no hearts on the way. Because there's like no type of emotions here whatsoever. You could be like acting like you like feeling somebody and you really don't. Rocking them to sleep. So that's what that's giving right here. So I would just say, you know, tread lightly because this is Aries energy, Three of Wands. With the Sag fire energy too. It's like you know what you want, you're going after it, and you're getting it. But sometimes when you move too fast like that, especially when it's like building a business or a career or some sort, like some people get hurt along the way, or you might get hurt along the way too. It's like something's just not in your vision, and you know this. It's like you don't care. It's like it's kind of like just going forward. I'm going forward. I'm doing what I gotta do. It's like survival skills at its finest, huh? You just know that they're, because that Three in Wands are reverses. It's like you have this vision and you're going to make sure that vision happens no matter how you're going to get there. You know you're going to get there, but remember, everything is how you react and respond. So how are you doing these things though? And you know how Scorpio can get. That Scorpio energy on that card, it could be like, are you manipulating people? Are you just being secretive about the moves you're making? Are you being possessive? You know what I'm saying? All right, moving on. We are going now to Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. It's 444. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. Ooh, that came right up. All right, Scorpio. Look at that. Changing the world. Look at your magic. Oh, I love all of this, Scorpio. Look at what you got going on here. You got the world card in the upright. You got the magician in the upright. And you got Queen of Chalices. Let's really break this down. Let me look at it for a second. So it's like you are, right now, you could be in the energy of, okay, I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to stay disciplined. This is you going to work, taking care of your duties, responsibilities, and obligations, and forging forward, and actually also utilizing the gift of gab, using critical thinking, utilizing your intellect with that Mercury energy in there, and also having emotional intelligence, emotional security within the mix of all these things. It's like you are also very nurturing and loving in the same token. You have enough to dish out, enough to give, very, very caring, and all the things, okay? So, within the midst of this here, I love this for you. Okay, Scorpio, things are changing, honey, for the better for you. Now, utilize, it's like you're finally alchemizing and using these tools in real life, and you're actually playing them out in real life. I feel like before you were selling yourself short, because with the Queen of Chalices energy, it looks like, yeah, you could be loving and nurturing on. This is Cancer energy too. You could have been, making sure everybody's secure and everybody else is good and everybody else has their house together, aka their chakras. But what about you? What about your magic? So it's like everything that you've learned and everything that you are, the new version of you, who you are today. It's like you're taking all them seasonings out the cabinet, okay, and you cooking up some. You using all your tools in your backpack, your toolbox, whatever you have going on, and you're forging forward, okay? You're forging forward. You're going forward. I love this. And you're sitting on your throne while you're doing it. Boom. This is like getting it together. This is like really just getting you to closer to remembering who you are, why you came here, what you're supposed to be doing. Okay? And being a chameleon in the midst of that, because you also have Gemini on this Queen of Chalices energy as well, with the Cancer energy. It's like you ain't stupid, but you also can be nurturing, loving, and all the things. Okay, so something that you may need to speak, like when you speak with this Mercury energy, as far as the magician, like your thinking, your level of thinking, or the things that you say and how you deliver it may be the whole mission in this. So you might be a counselor, you might be, I don't know, motivational speaker. You might write books, or you might just be a teacher. There's something with your voice, something you, like whatever you talk, that's like a lot of magi in there. A lot of magi. A lot. That could be something for somebody. You may have to utilize that. And especially if it's if you feel like it's a hard thing for you to do, that's the thing that you need to be doing. That's like probably an ability that you have. Okay, love, that's a beautiful spread. Sag, sun, moon, rising. Sag, sun, moon, rising. These are kind of juicy today. I kind of like using these cards. Ooh. All right, Sag. You're closing it up. You're walking in your own energy right now, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising. You got 10 of Wands. Okay, we're closing out cycles here, people. You also have 3 of Swords. Breaking hearts, why are you doing it this way? And then you have Two of Chalices in reverse. Sag, on your mission to taking action and doing things and what you're supposed to be doing, you have all the weaponry, you have all the skill sets, you have all of the intellect, maybe all the knowledge, everything that you need to know right now in this chapter, in this day and age in your life. In the meantime, in between time, while you're doing this, you could be possibly emotional as far as, you know, maybe not having a partner in crime to do it with, okay? For some, not for all. You may be like, damn, I gotta feel like I gotta take action and do this all by myself. Where are the people that are just like me? Where's that one that's just like me? You know what I'm saying? So in the midst of this, as you're trampling through life, you may be meeting new faces, new places. This is Libra energy, okay? In the most odd ways, unexpected ways, Uranus, okay? Remember, Libra's ruled by Venus, which is, you know, the planet of love, relationships, things that we value, you know, material possessions, things of that nature as well. So you might be breaking some hearts in the midst of that. One day you hear, 1 minute you not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the name of the game for you, okay? You got to be quick, you got to be fast because you're on a mission. You're definitely on a mission. You're on to new beginnings here. Whatever it is that you're creating or conjuring up, I feel like here, this is also Cancer moon energy and the moon in Cancer, right? So funny how that came out. It's like I said, it's like you want low-key, I hate using this word now that that movie came out, but it's like you wish you can clone yourself in a sense, like to have someone just like you know what I'm saying? To be in your corner, to be there with you, doing these things. You don't want to be alone. So this looks like you have to get out there and still meet people, even though, you know, you may be hurt or sad or frustrated when you do take some time out to meet people in unexpected places and unexpected ways. You know, here we go again. You might get disappointed, mad, sad, and it's like on to the next, right? But I feel like here now it's time to like maybe utilize that vulnerability as a superpower and turn it into your favor so that you can meet people that are on the same accord as you. You'll build chemistry, you'll build more connections just by telling your story and whatever mission that you're on right now. So as you close out these cycles, that's having that sun energy, Sag energy. You're breaking free from something. You're breaking away. You're freeing yourself from people, places, and things, which is a good thing where it's telling you to. Reminding you, let it go. End it there. End those chapters. You want to start new cycles. In the midst of when you ended all these things, it can hurt. Three of Swords. It can hurt. You can feel the pain. It may suck. It's not easy when you're dealing with love relationships with this Libra energy here. It may suck. It may not feel good, but it's necessary for the new changes that are about to come with this Uranus energy in the midst of that. And then you'll start to finally be able to meet people and connect with people that are like-minded like you. In the midst of that, maybe take a breather, especially if you're a person that just broke up with someone. You might have to just kind of, you know, heal from that before you do anything. You know what I'm saying? Also too, it's giving, maybe you don't have people to maybe you don't have people to to converse with about what's playing out, what's going on. Moon in Cancer, you might be overly emotional about a situation, okay, since Two of Chalices was in reverse. Of course, it's giving like whatever you went through, whatever happened, you might be like, oh, damn. And this is like behind closed doors. You may not be telling anybody this stuff, but you got to still go forward. You got to forge forward. That's why you want more people like you and what you got going on, or the same mindset, or just on the same path, same frequency as you, to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep, you know what I'm saying? So you can stay motivated and go forward. And whatever, in whatever aspect of life that is. Maybe you're building a business. Maybe you are trying to just build stability, trying to master your energy, you know, trying to find like a nice little, create a little family or whatever. You know, you never know. Everybody's life is different. And 32 equaling the number of 5, which is major changes, right? So there's going to be a lot of changes that maybe you're contributing to right now. And I feel like you're learning to embrace these things. In the midst of that, it's different, it's new, right? You never know what you're going to get. But it's necessary, right? Good luck to you, Sag. I feel like you're doing it right. Sometimes on the elevator up, you just gotta kind of let people, places, and things go. Even your own patterns, behaviors, and things of that nature. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. It's not always fun, but we gotta do it. Somebody's gonna do it. Somebody's gonna do it. All right, Cappy. Cap, Sun, Moon, Rising. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Sideways. Look at that. Okay, we're doing it in order. Love this for you. Okay, so Capricorn, you've got Hanged Woman that came out first. This is Neptune energy. We also have Queen of Chalices here, which is Cancer energy. And then we also have Ten of Pentacles, Virgo energy. It seems like Capricorn, you got a pretty nice balance going here. With this Hanged Woman energy, this is having a light bulb moment. You could have so many ideas. I feel like here you could be tapping into the spiritual world, the spiritual realm, or you just really up here, you're like in your own island, and you really have all of these cool things that you want to tap into, things that you want to do. It's like you want to forge forward. You know, remember, Neptune deals with the spirit, more of the spiritual realm. It's like kind of like seeing the duality of it all. It's a co-ruler of Pisces energy, right? So it's like you'll be able to see and tap into that world, and I feel like you're able to bring that down here. Hence why Ten of Pentacles, building it, helping you build a stability, foundation, all the things. So this looks like having a thought or idea, birthing it as a baby, and taking action on it, and it actually funding, you know, your lifestyle, or, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're creating some grand things for yourself while having the emotional stability that you need right now, this Cancer energy as well. Using more of the Cancer energy could be helping you right now, or it could be saying that maybe you need to utilize a little bit more Cancer energy right now. It's like you're holding the reins on your emotions right now. I feel like you're more in this motherly, nurturing, loving, but also you may get rocked to sleep because you have the Gemini energy as well. You're still utilizing the intellect. So having the emotional intelligence at the same token while taking care of business is key for you right now. I love this energy for you. You're not too one way or the other. This is having a balance between divine feminine, divine masculine energy. Also too, this is like deading some old business ventures and going on to some new ones. Capricorn, you always in your bag, so you're probably creating something new, a new stream of income, or you might have a new idea and you're taking action on that. So you might want to go a new route, something that you love to do, because this is also Venus energy, because Virgo is ruled by Venus as well. Okay, so in the midst of you building and all this stuff, you may even build some new connections based off of that and then drop some old ones off. You might not be dealing with the people that you thought you were going to be dealing with as far as when you're making money. It's going to be some new people. Love this for you. Get it going with your best self, Capricorn. Okay, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh. Dang, two cards came out at the same time. So Aquarius, woo-wee. So it looks like here you may have lost a little bit of focus with this Eight of Pentacles here in reverse. Okay, maybe this is something that you could have been working on or working towards. This could have been a business venture, or this could be, you know, a person, place sort of thing. You might have lost your focus just a little bit, just for a second, just for a night, because you have Knight of Chalices here. Something that caused you to be more in your feelings and out your bag. Aquarius. Normally that's a little backwards for you. I don't know. This is also Aquarian energy too. Very flighty with your emotions and your feelings right now. Whenever you feel something, you can feel something total opposite right after that. Very quick, very fast. So this can cause you to go into hermit mode, right? You may not want to be dealing with nobody because your emotions are like a wave right now. It's going up and down, up and down. People probably won't even be able to tell how you're feeling and what you're doing because you're probably not allowing to let them know these things. It might be hard to read you right now when you're so up and down, because 1 minute you could be one way and the other way it could be something the next. So it's like, you know what, I might as well just kind of like be me somewhere else. And go towards the people that make me feel comfortable. So I feel like Aquarian right now, you, Aqua Baby, you are operating in your South node. You're doing with what's comfortable right now. because you may not be able to handle this up-down energy that you're facing. There's something that you need to see. You need to put yourself in the fire and deal with it. You're not dealing with something, you're running from something. This is what that's giving. You're running from yourself when you do that. If there's other people involved with that, not only you're running from them, but you're just more so running from you. So there's something that you have to deal with right now, and you have to face it head on. So utilize these aspects that are playing out. Utilize this energy. What are the aspects that I talked about earlier? The moon is trining Saturn retrograde. Chiron is also having a quincy with Mars. There's one more too. Chiron trining the sun. A lot of healing needs to go in. So there may be something you need to heal and focus on. And then you'll get back to the bag and focus on the things that you need to focus on. And then maybe you can have chemistry and make some changes with the people that you know, like, and trust, or love. Okay? So you might need to go back and do a little bit of shadow work with that Hermit energy. Look at the details of everything and see, why are you feeling like this? Why is this happening? Or what is something that you need to, like, nip in a bud or deal with, like, head on? What is that? What is it? Because you're running from it. You're running from it. Don't run. Pisces. Let's do Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Dang, you see how that jumped out? Sheesh. Pisces, a lot of air energy here. Who else had a lot of air energy? I forgot who it was. Virgo. You are like, and you're the opposite of Virgo. So this is funny. You guys got, I think, the same cards. 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, or 5 of Swords. Okay, so here's the deal. Let me tell you this real quick, Pisces. You know how we have Mercury in Virgo right now, and Mars is also in Virgo. And remember, the opposite of that, okay? So look at your Virgo house right now. This can be the energies of what's playing out for you as far as that house goes. That's where anytime whatever you're playing in right now, let's say, for example, so we're playing in the Virgo house right now, right? And you're a Pisces. So look into the opposite side of that, opposite house. What house is Virgo in? And look straight across your chart and see. Because there's something that you may need to see with all this air energy. So Pisces, it looks like here you are starting new things. You are in a space to where, you know, you have 10 of Swords, but yours is in reverse. 5 of Swords and 10 of Swords in reverse. 8 of Swords is what came out first, okay? So as far as this goes, you know, you can feel like there's no way out of something, okay? You can feel like there's no solution. You could be thinking this in your mind because this is Mercury energy. Mercury's rules Gemini. This is Gemini energy as well. This is seeing the duality within something. Don't forget, don't miss the mark on something, okay? There's something that you need to pay attention to. There is a solution to whatever it is that you're dealing with in whatever aspect of life that may be. This could be as simple as, you know, new connections. This could be like love and relationships. This could be money and career, however it's, you know, playing out for you. Because then this can cause conflict in your mind. You might be trying to think of all these new ways to do something, especially with this Uranus and Aquarius energy here. And you might be thinking too much on it, the overanalyzing and overthinking. Remember, that's the opposite. That's that Virgo energy, right? So I'm telling you, go look at that Virgo house, because you got the same cards as Virgo. So that's what it's giving here. You might have to look at your Virgo house. So this can cause you not to act or not to take on whatever it is that you're supposed to take on, because you could be overanalyzing and overthinking and, you know, going too far into the details of something and not taking action on it. So you have to be careful of that. There's some cycles that you may need to end. Okay, you also have 10 of Swords here. You may need you are putting to rest something or ending something right now at this time. You're letting go of something. Something is like done. It's finito. That's it. New journey, starting over, starting fresh. But I feel like on the road getting there, it's probably like the unknown, right? So it's like you and Virgo are going through this unknown space right now. I think, go look at Virgo's reading, but I think I want to say Virgo had King of Swords instead of 5 of Swords. but it's still this, I think, almost identical, the same card. So I feel like on your way, when you're going through and you're paving your way and everything's so unexpected, you don't have a map, or if everything is, you know, there might be a couple of directions or something feels familiar to you or whatever. I feel like it's still paving this unfamiliar road for you, so you can be in your mind a lot about it. Should I do this? Should I do that? How should I go about this? Who's involved with that? Where do I go here? Do I go left? Go? So it's like organizing your mind, organizing your thoughts, getting everything organized and together. That way, you know, you'll have clarity and it's not like a conflict in your mind. It'll give you the mental agility that you need, which I feel like you got it, or some of you got it because you got the Ten of Swords. So you're ending something. Something is like done. Like I feel like you figured it out and now you know how to go forward. Now it's all about maybe putting the time or the energy or the emotional connection with something in order to gain that passion to go and forge forward. Okay? So that is your spread, you guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped and turned on. Now, after this live video, hopefully as I go through this video, it's not choppy because the internet was jacked up. I'm going to do all the timestamps so you guys can refer back to them. So hopefully if you get the message, you get the message. If not, you know, smash the subscribe and click the bell because you never know when I'm going to go live next. And also follow my other channel too because I'm going to start going live on there as well to get all your questions answered at Letitia TV. So I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.